Oh, hey there. Now I'm going to tell you something that probably other people won't say and that you probably don't want to hear. So if you're weak, then scroll on up. People do not appreciate what they don't work for. Okay. So this happens a lot. People get something that has tremendous value, but it's just given to them. And so they don't appreciate it. They don't take care of it. And they treat it like it's valueless, and they're dismissive of it. They're careless with it. And they treat something that has tremendous value as if it's worthless because they didn't work for it. Because if they knew what it took to work for it, they knew how much pain and work went into that, then they would treat that as something precious. They would treat that as something that mattered, like something that they needed to hold dear and protect, and so on and so forth. But the truth is that all the time, all over the world, people will give something of tremendous value to somebody else because they feel sorry for them or they think they're helping or whatever. But really, all they're doing is furthering the problem. They're entitling this person and spoiling them. Okay. I could give lots and lots of examples of where this type of thing has happened. I've been to Africa several times on mission trips, and kind of a phenomenon that happens over there is that because there have been so many mission trips from America and from Europe or whatever to Africa through the decades, that they've kind of got this attitude to some degree, not everybody, but as an overgeneralization, that they sit and wait for the white Americans to come over and fix their problem. And then they do. This happens with digging wells a lot. Okay, they'll dig a well for a community, for a village or whatever, and then they use it for a while. But then the white people aren't there. The Americans aren't there, and so eventually, something malfunctions, and they just go, "Oh, I guess we'll just walk to the river again." Rather than like fixing it or whatever, they just kind of give up and they wait till the next group of people comes, and then they fix it for them, and they go, "Oh, cool. Now we'll just do that," because there's no value, because they didn't have to work for that. And the same thing with food and all kinds of things. They do that. Now that happens in America just the same. There's a welfare society that probably abuses. I understand there are people that need it. I understand that there are people that have medical things and that are in bad situations, and it's a temporary thing. It's a hand up and not a handout. There are a lot of people that abuse the welfare system, and we all know it. And so, those people don't appreciate the value that is there. And if I just give something to somebody, then they're like, whatever. But if they realize, like, hey, this is worth $10,000, $20,000, $100,000, $1 million, and they have to pay something for that, they have to invest something, they've got some skin in the game, then all of a sudden they appreciate that more, they take care of it more. And it's called pride of ownership. Okay. And it's not pride in the bad way. It's the fact that, like, I worked for this, I paid for this, I own this, and I'm going to take care of this. I want to, like, maintain the lawn, I want to clean the house, I want to clean the baseboards. Like, I care about this thing. I want to wash the car because I paid for this and it took a lot. And I think that it's a disservice to people to just give them things that have tremendous value, and assume that they're going to do well with it. There's another, I met a couple who, they've got some government program that they're working with, and they build these really nice houses, multi-family units, whatever, apartments kind of, and then they fully furnish them and give them plasma TVs and all these things, and then they give them to homeless people and drug addicts. And they're like, we're shocked that they just destroy everything and they pawn off the stuff and it's all gone and it's all ruined and there's holes in the walls and the carpet's ruined and in weeks. I'm like, I'm not surprised by this. They didn't work for it. They've got no skin in the game. It's valueless to them. They can just go get another one because somebody else is going to have mercy on them. And we don't want to be those people, right? So on one hand, I'm saying, don't just cast your pearls before swine. The Bible says that. And on the other hand, I'm saying if somebody does give you something, appreciate that, right? Appreciate it, take care of it, thank them. That stuff matters. Love you guys.